Hi Chris, I'm filming, so what are you doing now?
Right, I'm going to I'm going to fit a dual box into the wall mounting here that's already been drilled. So I'm going to push out the fittings in the box and put a rubber grommet in, knock out the middle plate, and then I'm going to feed the cable through. I'll do that while you're watching here. Right, I've just knocked out the metal plate. Now I'm going to do the knock out the two holes for the wire to go through. 1, 2, and then just push those out with my fingers. Right, then after that I'm going to this screw here that's in the wall is my pinpoint for putting this box, this dual box in the wall. Got to obviously make sure that it's 450 above the ground. So I'm just going to measure that quickly now. So 450 is around about there. I'm not going to put it any higher than 450. I'm going to mark it at about 450. So
Small screwdrivers over there, to your right, on the floor.
So I'm just going to mark that at 450 and drill a hole, 2 holes, so I can drill my box into the wall. So I can just make a little fix in there so I know where to mark so I can drill. Right, now I'm going to drill the holes. I've made the 2 holes for the dual box to go onto. Now I'm going to put a couple of rubber grommets inside the box. And they just sit inside there like that. One, 2. They just sit in there like that, so there's 2 like that. Now I'm going to place the box onto the wall. But before I do that, I'm going to put 2 wall plugs in so I can catch my screw. So I've got one there and one there. Right, now I'm going to place the box onto the wall. Just get a grip on there at the moment. Screwing that into the wall so it's nice and tight. Just going to do the other side. Well, now I've done that, before I tighten it right up, I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and square. So I'll lift that side up a bit. So that's nice and square on there. And I'll just step back a bit and have a look, just make sure it's a bit square, just eye level, which it is a little bit. It's a little bit screwy, so I'm just going to lift it up a little bit on this side. And then come back, and then that looks okay. So now I'm going to tighten it up so it's nice and tight there. So that's not going to move. Ideally I would use a spilt level, but I don't need to because I know that that's square from looking at it. Right, now I'm going to feed the cable through. One to the left. And one goes into the right. I'm only going to need probably about 8 to 10 inches of cable, so I've got that so I can play with, and the rest I'm going to just feed back into the ground. So I've got 2 nice pieces of cable there that's level. Just bend those over a bit. Right, now I'm going to cut the cable. If I can find my knife. Yeah, I'm just going to cut the cable. First of all, I'm just going to mark it on the ends there where it goes into the. It just goes into the rubber grommet, literally there, so I can cut the cable a little bit. I'm not actually cutting the cable itself, I'm just drawing it round just so it makes an indent in the cable, so when I strip it, it should be quite easy to break. So I've done that. I'm going to do the same to the other one. Just moving it round with my thumb so I can get a nice indent in the cable. Just move that round there, slide it round there, just so that gives it a nice little indent, so it cracks the cable but it doesn't break it. Right, now I'm going to cut the cable. I'm going to first make the little groove in the top. What I'm doing, I'm just pressing down with the blade, and I'm going into the copper wire as I'm moving the blade down the cable. So that's going to give me my pinpoint for hopefully a good, when I strip the cable it's going to be a good strip. And then when I get to the bit where I've already cut, it should stop roughly round about there. And then I'll just tear the actual PVC off the cable itself, and it should come off straight, nice and easy, because I've already cut the groove in the cable. Yep. So I've got 3 cables there that are nice and clean and cut nice. I'm going to do the same to the other one. Got to be careful when you do this so you don't cut your hand or your front finger or something. Just trying to get a little groove in there. And once I've got the little groove, I can open it up with my thumb and then pull while I'm pushing at the same time with my thumb and finger, so the cable's stripping. And I've gone back to that groove where I cut earlier, so I'm just peeling the PVC off the outer cable just so I can get to the cables that I need. Right, that one's cut. So you've got 2 cables that are ready to be used. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going